good time to ingest some extra caffeine.
It's a night game. Oh, shit.
Adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off
Yeah.
after dark.
With the HDR, nigga, that shit look dope as hell.
South Carolina, Brooks Stadium, and home of the teal-clad.
You know I can still record each game.
As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Chanticleers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Georgia Southern's offense will get the ball first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play, because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Brown wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Coaches talk about third downs all the time. They emphasize it in football games, and that's a great start for this defense. They're ready for the pass, nice coverage in the back end. They get the sack, and they set the tone in this football game.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. The Chanticleers offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense tonight.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the shot to clear will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Powell. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. Here comes the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Walton. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Powell. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. And he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his man, it's Lewis. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The offense changing the play. They'll go to the toss. Oh, he's got a chance. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The hand to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch, it's Walton. At the 20, he's got space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Powell. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the running back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
With the run on first and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Second and goal for this offense. Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on third and goal from the 2? Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He wants to throw it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment, calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Eagles backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Eagles line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll field it close to the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air, it's Applewhite. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
He got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone with...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Chanticleers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The lone back's got it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Brown will throw it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man? On the defensive punt.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. And the shot to clears can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run from the shotgun. Turning on the Jets. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The shot to clears are moving quickly down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Looking for room, it's Powell. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll run it to the right side. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Keeps it on the draw. Moving past the 25. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Second down coming up. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. The play-action fake. Throws for the tight end. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the air, it's Applewhite. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Let's go. Right. Get set.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gregory. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Eagles headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. The snap sets up to throw. Sets up to screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Applewhite. Hauls it in. Push down for the tackle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Walton. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Powell. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
It's 2nd down.
And the Chanticleers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Making side adjustments here.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Ware. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Brown wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they